What's up, Rich Squad? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich, and if you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button and click the little bell to become part of the notification squad. As you can tell from the title, I'll be reacting to the Euro 2020 qualifying draw. I almost forgot the draw was happening today because we had three derbies today in the English Premier League. Chelsea defeated Fulham 2-0. We saw Arsenal defeating Tottenham Hotspur 4-2. That was a banger of a game. And Liverpool defeating Everton 1-0 in the Merseyside derby. A late goal by a very, very unlikely candidate, Divock Origi. Jordan Pickford with that, horrible mistake, brought the ball back in play basically. And, they could have got a point, and Liverpool could have dropped more points, but whatever, man, City's still going to win the Premier League. So, guys, what I'm going to do right now, I don't know anything what happened in the draw. So, I have my laptop right here, and I'm going to check to see who are in the 10 groups for Euro 2020. There will be 5 groups of 6 and 5 groups of 6 and 5 groups of 5 to make a total of 55 teams. 2 groups from each team will qualify to the tournament, first and second, which will make 20 teams. Then the remaining 4 teams will be derived from the UEFA Nations League, where all the group winners in each league will play in the playoffs if they fail to qualify via the normal means. You understand, right? Let me recap that again. 10 groups. 5 groups of 6, 5 groups of 5. First and second will qualify for the tournament to make 20 teams, and then the remaining 4 will derive from the recently, concluded UEFA Nations League group phase. So we will have the 4 group winners from League A competing for one spot if they fail to qualify. And if the teams qualify, then I think the next best team gets their spot. It's really complicated, but let's get into this right now. Let's get into it. Euro 2020 draw, guys. I don't know what happened in the draw, but I didn't even pay too much attention to the seeding because of when the draw is made, guys. There's geographical, there's political, probably financial, but there's so many things that prevent certain teams from being drawn together in the qualifying phase. So I didn't even bother going into it too much. But enough talking. Let's see who is in which group. All right. So Euro 2020 draw. Okay. So I'm gonna go to the UEFA website, and see what happened. I tried, I actually was gonna do a mock draw, but it's too many variables. Like, a computer has to be used to determine which teams cannot play each other. So, in Group A, guys, we have England, Czech Republic, Bulgaria, Montenegro, and Kosovo. Oh man, this is such an easy group for England at first impression. Easy group. England will take Group A, no doubts about it. No doubts about it. And the fact that they will take Group A, it means that someone else who was in League A in the UEFA Nations League might get another shot at qualifying for the tournament. Remember, there will be 12 host cities. This is the first time ever in the history of the Euros that this is happening. Usually there's 1 host, but now there's 12 host cities. So England, easy group. So from first impression, England will qualify. No doubt about that. A lot of us will pick England to qualify from Group A. And the second team is really hard because we have the Czech Republic. They avoided relegation to League C. Bulgaria, who has been playing good. Montenegro, well, they haven't been the best, but Kosovo, an up-and-coming team, topped their group in League D, and they have a double shot at qualifying for the tournament. I think Kosovo will be at Euro 2020. So, from first glance, from Group A, 2 teams qualifying for the tournament, I'm going to go with England and Kosovo. It's a controversial one with the Kosovo pick, but I'm going to go with Kosovo. They have been playing really, really well. and I think they will continue doing so in qualifiers. So my picks, England and Kosovo from Group A. Group B, Portugal, Ukraine, Serbia, Lithuania, and Luxembourg. Well, this group, a little bit more difficult for Portugal, who are the favorites to, top this group. Ukraine has been playing well with Andrei Shevchenko at the helm. Serbia, as you guys should know, very mercurial team, Mladen Krstajic at the head of that team. And Lithuania, Luxembourg are, dark horses in the group. And I don't expect them to actually qualify. So it's between Portugal, Ukraine, and Serbia. And I'm going to have to go with, this one is hard. It's a hard one to call. But I'm going to go for Portugal and Serbia here. Portugal and Serbia. But the thing about the UEFA Nations League and the Euro 2020 is that Ukraine will get another shot at qualifying for the tournament. And if Serbia does not qualify, they also get another shot. So that's the awesome thing about the whole implementation of the, the UEFA Nations League group winners. So I'm going to go with Portugal and Serbia from Group B. Group C, guys. Netherlands, Germany. Oh my God, they meet each other again. And guys, we know who has the upper hand right now. It's the Netherlands. So Netherlands, Germany, Northern Ireland, Estonia, and Belarus. This is very, very easy group for Netherlands and Germany. Very, very easy group. No disrespect to Northern Ireland, but they have not been playing well at all. But, guys, this is why the UEFA Nations League is important again. Because from looking at a group like Group C, it's clear-cut. It's Netherlands and Germany. But they're also giving other teams an opportunity to qualify for the tournament by expanding it to 24 and by giving them, a second chance to the UEFA Nations League. So I'm going to go with Netherlands and Germany. I'll say Netherlands to top the group. I'm not going to go with Germany to top the group, but they will qualify. They got really lucky here. They got lucky with this draw. Wow. I'm like, wow. But anyways, Group D. This one is another interesting group, but pretty mild group. Switzerland, Denmark, Republic of Ireland, Georgia, and Gibraltar. Come on, guys. Switzerland and Denmark are the favorites to, make the tournament. Republic of Ireland will be lucky if they play well. I think they just changed their manager as well. So if they somehow turn their fortunes around and play second or even top the group, that's the only way they will qualify for the tournament because they were relegated from their league. So I'm going to still go with Switzerland and Denmark. But the fact that Switzerland and Denmark top their respective groups in the UEFA Nations League, it will give other teams in, their group or in their league an opportunity. It's amazing. It's amazing. But UEFA, they know what they're doing. 12 host cities, they're giving each host city chance after chance after chance to actually qualify for the tournament. So Republic of Ireland, Georgia, and Gibraltar. Georgia, dark horses in the group. They top their group in League D. And they can cause an upset. But I'm not expecting any sort of upset from Georgia. So basically, the fact that they top their group, it gives them a second chance to qualify for the tournament after being in. This is a difficult group for them. Really difficult groups. Group E. Croatia, Wales, Slovakia, Hungary, and Azerbaijan. I think this is a great group for Croatia. It's a great group because it does not have any really difficult teams in the group. Wales, has Gareth Bale, Aaron Ramsey, Ampadu, Davies, and, Ashley Williams and those guys, Hennessy. But they are a really mercurial team who does not play that well, without Gareth Bale. Ryan Giggs is the manager of that team, right? I think the coach. And They are a good team, but I think Croatia will really fancy themselves versus Wales, Slovakia. Hungary has been playing well as of late. Azerbaijan, a tough team, but Croatia by far is the favorites to top this group and qualify for Euro 2020. Slovakia, Wales, this one is really hard, you know. This one is hard. And for the remaining 4 teams in this group, none of them top their respective UEFA Nations League group, but they can still get a second chance through the UEFA Nations League as well if they are the next best, team. It's complicated. It's really complicated. But I'm going to go for Croatia and Wales. I'm going to back Wales to qualify for back-to-back tournaments. So they did so well in Euro 16, so they should be back. Still the same crop of players. Group F. Spain, Sweden, Norway. Sweden and Norway in the same group. Romania, Faroe Islands, and Malta. Now we are in the groups which has 6 teams. So it's going to be a bit more difficult for these teams. But guys, from first impression, you're going to say Spain and Sweden. And I think that's the way it's going to turn out. Sweden, remember, topped their UEFA Nations League group as well. And I think Norway also did. So they have a second shot. Romania played really, really well in the UEFA Nations League. Faroe Islands showed glimpses. And Malta, weakest team in the group. Malta and Faroe Islands. I'm going to go with Spain and Sweden. To be boring, I'm going to go with Spain and Sweden. Sweden knows how to grind out the results. They really know how to grind out the results. Then, Group G. Poland, Austria, Israel, Slovenia, Macedonia, Latvia. This is an easy group. And this is a very, very hard group to predict. This one is really, really tough. Slovenia just changed their manager. Shout outs to Žiga Karun. You see, I'm giving you a shout out. You always want me to make the video and Maribor and Olympia, but I never get around to it. So here's a shout out, Žiga Karun. You always, play FIFA with me, FIFA 19 as well. So he's from Slovenia, and he told me that Matthias Kek has took over, the former Rijeka manager has took over the Slovenian team. So they're looking to turn their fortunes around. But it's tough. I don't think Slovenia is going to qualify from this. This group is hard. Macedonia has been playing well. Israel also has been playing well. Poland, you guys, we know how Poland are. They've been really cold as of late. Austria been playing very well as well. So I'm going to go with, this one is hard. This one is really, really hard. It's hard to predict that Poland will not qualify for this tournament. I think they can get through this group. They're good enough to get through this group. It's a qualifying, they usually do well in qualifiers. Like they did at World Cup, 2018 qualifiers. I'm going to go with Poland and Austria, the 2 best teams in the group. Macedonia will get a lifeline from, topping their League D group. And Group H, we have France, Iceland, Turkey, Albania, Moldova, and Andorra. Oh my God, France are going to just cruise through this group. They're going to cruise through this group. And the second team to qualify from this group, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Turkey. Even though Turkey has not been playing they have not been doing well. They have the talent, Cengiz Under, Çalhanoğlu, Cenk Tosun, and some of the guys I can't even pronounce their names. I'm gonna back Turkey. Come on, so don't let me down, Turkey. So Iceland has been, free falling as of late from the World Cup, UEFA Nations League, so I'm going to with France and Turkey here. France and Turkey. So, yeah. Final. Albania, Moldova, Andorra, and Iceland do not have a second lifeline. But they did not do too well in their, they do not have a second lifeline. Those teams will not have a UEFA Nations League lifeline because they did not do well in the UEFA Nations League. So we are at Group I now, guys. Belgium, Russia, Scotland, Cyprus, Kazakhstan, and San Marino. And guys, it's a hard one because we know Belgium will qualify for that tournament. And Russia has been playing well, but Scotland, man, the way they played versus Israel when I watched that game, the way James Forrest was scoring those goals, he scored a hat-trick. Scotland could qualify for this tournament. Cyprus, Kazakhstan, they're very, very tricky teams. They could be the thorn, or in the sides of Russia or even Belgium, but, or even a banana peel. But the three front runners are Russia, Scotland, and Belgium, none of which topped their UEFA Nations League groups. What am I saying? Scotland did top their UEFA Nations League group. So Scotland will get the lifeline if they fail to qualify. So from first impression, I'm going to go for Belgium and Russia. I think Scotland could make it through the playoffs, but we'll save that for another conversation. And in the last group, guys, we have Italy, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Finland, Greece, Armenia, and Liechtenstein. Italy. Will they miss another major tournament? No. I think Italy will qualify. Bosnia as well should qualify. Finland, they topped their UEFA Nations League group from what I can recall. Yes, they did. And they will have a lifeline. So most of the teams in the lower UEFA Nations League groups, lower UEFA Nations League like League D and League C, might not qualify directly to this tournament, with the exception of Kosovo, who I think has a great chance of qualifying directly to the tournament alongside England in Group A. But apart from them, I don't see none of the lower league. Well, Serbia were in League C, so Serbia, another exception. But the weaker teams, I think, will not qualify directly to this tournament. You might have an exception, though. You might have one dark horse, during the qualifiers, and, we might have a really good Cinderella story here. But I'm going to go with Italy and Bosnia to qualify. I'm going to say Italy and Bosnia. Guys, these are my first impressions, early predictions. So I don't think I'm going to change, but I'm going to go with Italy and Bosnia from Group J. So my 20 teams are going to be Italy, Bosnia, Belgium, Russia, France, Turkey. I said Poland and Austria, Spain, Sweden, Croatia and Wales, Switzerland, Denmark, Netherlands, Germany, Portugal, Ukraine, England, and Kosovo. So you can't say I'm boring and I just picked the top seeded teams. I actually switched it up. These are just did I say Portugal, Ukraine? I meant Portugal and Serbia. Portugal and Serbia. Let me correct myself with that one. But Ukraine also has that UEFA Nations League lifeline. So, guys, that's just my first impression, my first reaction. I did not get to watch the draw, but as you guys should know, the draw is not an open draw. Some teams could not play each other in the same qualifying groups, like the Russia, Ukraine, like the Serbia, Albania, Serbia, Kosovo, and all these different conditions. Teams like England cannot go to Kazakhstan because the distance is so far, and Azerbaijan and all of that. And then the weather has to be, put into, consideration and all. So these draws are really, really complicated. But it's going to be one exciting tournament, and I'm really looking forward to covering it. Guys, let me know your initial reaction to this draw. Let me know your prediction for every single group in the comment section down below. Please be unbiased. Let me know for real, who you think will make it, okay? And for the four remaining teams from the UEFA Nations League, guys, that part is really complicated because what happens is if, for example, we have Portugal, Switzerland, England, and it's the other team. Portugal, England, Switzerland, and then why am I forgetting the other team right now? Why am I forgetting the other team? Portugal, England, Switzerland. I'm drawing a blank right now. Why am I forgetting the other team? And Netherlands. Oh, God. And the Netherlands, if they all qualify directly to the tournament, then the playoffs will be between the next best 4 teams in the league. So we don't know who those teams are. You know, we don't know what's going to happen. So it's just hard to say who are going to qualify. But if you're going to go like directly from the UEFA Nations League draw, like let me pull up the UEFA Nations League right now. UEFA Nations League, and I look at the standings, and I have to tell you from each group winners who will actually qualify for the tournament. I'm going to let you know that right now. So let's start with League D. So in League D, we will have Georgia, Belarus, Kosovo, and Macedonia in the playoffs. Who will qualify from these 4 teams? I think it will be Kosovo. So that's one. In League C, we have Scotland, Finland, Norway, and Serbia. Playoffs between these 4 teams. Who will qualify? This one is really, really hard, but I'm gonna, you know what? Since I said Serbia, and since I said Serbia is gonna qualify already, I'm gonna give it to maybe Norway to qualify for this tournament. And we go on to League B. We have Ukraine, we have Sweden, who I think will qualify directly to the tournament, and Russia, who I think will, and Turkey, who I think will all. You see, it's really complicated. Then we have Bosnia, Austria, who I think will, so it means that Northern Ireland may have a second, a lifeline. It means that teams like, Wales will have a lifeline if they do not qualify directly. A lot of teams will have a lifeline if they do not qualify directly. So I'm going to say Ukraine will be at that tournament, even if they do not qualify directly. And from League A, the one team from League A, I'm going to say who I did not pick to qualify. Look, in Group 1, Netherlands, France, Germany should all qualify for the tournament. Switzerland and Belgium from Group 2 should qualify for the tournament. Portugal, Italy, Poland should qualify for the tournament. And England, Spain, and Croatia should all qualify for the tournament. And if this happens, who will be left? That's the thing about this. That's the thing. So let's just say Poland should qualify for the tournament. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Poland should qualify for the tournament. So let's just wait and see how it happens. But this video has gone on for way too long. But guys, I just love the way I did the video. It's more conversational than anything. So just let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I will be covering the qualifiers for Euro 2020. Just know that. Leave the video a thumbs up. I'm your boy Dominic Rich. And until later, peace out. Rich Squad! I think it's a pretty easy draw for the bigger teams. Let's just say that. It was designed for the bigger teams to get easy draws. It's just easy. I would have loved to seen a group with like 3 really strong teams in there, but it don't happen like that in modern day football. It just does not happen. Peace out, guys.